What's up, y'all? It's Brian, and we're gonna set up our first VM on Proxmox after installing a brand new one. And to do that, we're going to install Ubuntu Desktop. And the reason why is I want a desktop that I can manage and operate all of my VMs from, and I can remote into. So, first thing that we need to do is we need to download Ubuntu Desktop. And to do that, we're going to go to ubuntu.com. We're going to go to desktop and we're going to download. Once you've gotten that downloaded, you're going to come over to your Proxmox server, kind of local PVE, which is how mine is set up, and we're going to hit upload. We select a file, and right here is Ubuntu Desktop. I just downloaded that. Click open, and then upload. It may take a few minutes depending on your network and how yours is set up. My computer is directly plugged in to my Proxmox server. So it has a straight connection at 2.5 gigs. So it should be pretty quick. Once you see task OK, that does mean that the ISO has been fully uploaded to your Proxmox server. To do that, once we're ready to create that VM and that's uploaded, we're going to come up here to the top right and we're going to click Create VM. I'm going to leave mine at 0102, which is fine. You can change that if you'd like. We do have to give it a name, so I'm going to give it Ubuntu Desktop. And it does have to be one word, or you can do like underscores. So I'm going to do an underscore Ubuntu Desktop. I'm going to do dash, click next. I did upload that to local, so I'm going to click right here, and I'm going to look for Ubuntu Desktop ISO. And we're going to leave Linux correct. We're going to click next. We're going to leave that all as default. Disk, I'm going to give mine 64 gigs. Click next. Give it 4 cores. And we're going to give it 8 gigs. Now be mindful of how many gigs you have available and how many cores you have available, but 8 gigs should be plenty. We're going to leave network VMBR 0 as that is my LAN network, and then we're going to click finish. Over here on the side, what you're going to wait for is that number to pop up the name that you just gave it. So Ubuntu Desktop. We're going to click on this, and then I like to right click and open the console this way. We'll click start now. So now that we've got that set up, we're going to try and install Ubuntu. It doesn't take too long. So now that we're on the screen, we're going to click English. We're going to click next. Click next. Our keyboard is English. We're going to use the wired connection as I am using VMBR 0. And then we're going to skip this right now as we'll do that in just a second. Next, we're going to install Ubuntu. Click next. This one we're going to click next. We're going to click next. Install third-party software. We don't need that right now. We're going to click next. And then we're going to erase the entire disk, which that's fine because we know this is a good disk to erase on. We're going to do Brian as my name, and you can do yours. And then we're going to call this Ubuntu Desktop. And then we're going to put a super secret scroll password in here. We're going to put that password in one more time, and then require my password for login. Mine is Chicago, Illinois. You will select wherever yours is. It should automatically default as long as you've got internet connection. It should automatically default to the correct time zone. If not, then you will need to look at that. We're going to click install, and now it's going to copy all the files over. So I will see you once this is fully done installing, and that way we can get our Ubuntu Desktop up and running and really get into it and create our first VM. Okay, now once that is fully installed, you're going to get restart now. So we're going to go ahead and restart it. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our Proxmox server. We're going to go to hardware, and we're going to remove this disk. So where it says CD DVD, we're going to hit remove. Yes, I want to remove it. We're going to open back up that console, and we're going to press enter. And once you get there, you're going to see your login. So you're going to put in that super scroll password that you have. Now, something that I always love to do is it's going to pop up all of the new stuff. Welcome to Ubuntu for 24.04. Next, and then we can skip next and finish. Now, what I want to do, first the Windows key, and it's going to bring up the search. So I want to type in terminal, and I want to upgrade my computer for the first time. Make sure that all of my apps and everything are updated. So we're going to do sudo app upgrade or update and sudo apt upgrade -y. We're going to put in our password one more time. And now it's going to download all of the updates and everything and upgrades that need to be installed so that your Ubuntu desktop is fully updated to the latest version. Once that is done, you will see that it says run at Ubuntu desktop. After we've done that upgrade, we're going to go ahead and reboot our computer one time just to make sure that everything is good to go. So we're going to click right here where the power button is, do power, and then restart. And then restart, and then we're going to log back in with that super squirrel password. The next thing that I want to do is I want to make it so that I can remote into my device. But that way, right now, we're going to type in settings. And over here on the side, we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom or click on system. Now we're going to go to remote desktop. We're going to click on desktop sharing, remote control, and then it's going to default to Ubuntu desktop as the host name and 3389. And then you can, I would suggest setting a new password because it's going to give you a password to log in. So I would just set a new password, that one that you can remember. And then we're going to come into remote login. We're going to turn this on. I'm going to set a username and a password. And then we can go ahead and exit out of that just to make sure that everything is good. Let's go ahead and go back to systems. I would highly suggest exiting out of the console and then connecting now. Continue. We're going to put in our password. And then once you've got all of that set up, you can actually log into your Ubuntu desktop using RDP. The really cool part is now I'm running on my Windows computer, but if I want to sit here and use Linux so that I can understand it better, those different things, I can remote in and run this directly as a desktop with that is running on my Proxmox server. Like I said, we can still do everything from here. You can hit the Windows key to open up terminal. We can sudo apt install curl, put in a super scroll password, and now it's installing curl. So you actually have an Ubuntu desktop that's running on your Proxmox server that you can completely run from your computer using RDP. If you want to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.